Good evening. Welcome to Hungarian Public Media's News in English, Hungary Reports. I'm Híradó, bringing you today's news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin. Let's get started. May 3rd will bring a new phase in the fight against the pandemic. Hungary will need to be prepared for the spread of the virus in the upcoming weeks. Local governments may introduce additional restrictions on the upcoming 2 weekends, like they did last week and during the Easter long weekend. Gergely Gulyás talked about these topics at the weekly government press conference on Thursday. The Minister of the Prime Minister's office emphasized that May 3rd could possibly be the peak of the pandemic, but it's difficult to determine when exactly it will happen and how long it could last. He added that the economy can only be restarted gradually and following strict guidelines. There are still many people breaking the rules of their home quarantine issued by the authorities. Officers had to take action in the cases of 1,200 people. Meanwhile, a growing number of people are issued official quarantine orders since the number of infected people in Hungary is also growing and the pandemic is still in an expanding phase. Just on Wednesday, authorities issued 500 quarantine orders, putting the number of people in the country who are officially obligated to stay at home almost 11,000. The police carry out checks on them continuously. Retirement homes around the country are undergoing inspections. Officials inspect hygienic conditions, what they use to clean, how often they disinfect, and whether conditions for isolation are being met. At the Metropolitan Municipality Home for the Elderly, where there are 300 infected people, there were 3 inspections in just 2 days. In the meantime, the Hungarian army is also at work. They're disinfecting these institutions. They started with nursing homes that have known cases of coronavirus and will continue on to each and every one. It's thanks to the dedication of healthcare workers that authorities are able to monitor the spread of the coronavirus. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade said, adding that it's the government's responsibility to continue to ensure the necessary conditions for doctors and healthcare staff to be able to work. He said that that's why the procurement of personal protective equipment, or PPE, is continuously ongoing. Péter Szijjártó stated that 3 planes and 2 trucks arrived on Thursday, bringing altogether 1.5 million masks, 1 million tests, and 70 respirators. In the upcoming weeks, they're expecting more shipments from China. After the Vice President of the European Commission, Vera Jourová, the Commissioner for Justice, also admitted that Hungary's legislation created to fight the coronavirus does not infringe on European law. At the Libe Committee's meeting on Thursday, the Commissioner said that the Brussels body doesn't see reason to launch infringement proceedings against the exceptional coronavirus legislation of member states, including Hungary's. That's all for today. Catch the English news every day around 11:20 p.m. local time or stream it anytime online. Thanks for watching. Stay home. Good night.